Jenna Hager.
And I'm Keir Simmons.
And I am Jacob Soboroff. We are all here today filling in for Megyn Kelly, who is on vacation all week. Give it up for Megyn.
Yes. And thank you all for coming. We have a lot to get to this morning, but first, Jacob, we want to start with you. Your reporting has been incredible. You've talked a lot about the immigration issues. There's a lot that's gone on as a dad.
Yeah, it's been, honestly, Jenna, it's been extraordinary. And, I was down on the border where all these, 2,500 kids were separated from their parents. I talked a lot about it with Megyn on the show, and I know it's something that's been very important to all of you. I just wanted to thank everybody here in our audience for the support. Let everybody know about half of those kids have been reunited with their parents. There's still a long way to go, and it's with the support of, frankly, everybody like you that those kids are all going to get reunited with their parents. So thank you guys very much.
So,
It's so important what you've been doing.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Thanks.
The deadline has come and gone, and only half. So what's happening with the other half?
And that is extraordinary. There's this group of kids that the Trump administration has said is ineligible. About 430 of the parents have already been deported to their home countries. And so it's unbelievable, isn't it? And so the efforts being made right now to make contact with them in the federal courts, there's a battle going on, ultimately and ideally to get each and every one of these children back with the people that they came with, their parents, where they should be, frankly.
Mr. Jacob Soboroff,
Yeah.
everybody. How about
Jacob.
that? How about that?
Thank you guys.
And doesn't he have great hair? How do you get that
Says
hair?
James Bond.
I know. I have to say, we're going to switch gears to talk about this twin story that I'm obsessed with, y'all.
Yes.
Are there any twins here today? You're a twin?
Yes.
All right. Well, but I have to say, I'm sitting between two very handsome men.
It's like a blind date, except there's three of us.
Yes, exactly. We've all three of us have never done television before.
Right.
Before today,
Together.
ever.
We've done it
This
before.
is our first time.
We've never done
We were in the
television
audience
before.
yesterday,
Ever.
and they asked us to come out and do the
Yes.
show. So you guys could be next.
Keep watching. It's going to be a complete train wreck.
It's a blind date, and I think it's really fun, and I'm a lucky lady. But okay, did
The
you?
twins.
Yes. So did.
twins.
I saw you talking about this morning, in the 8 o'clock hour on the Today Show.
So did y'all? Let me fill them in. Have y'all heard this story? This is crazy. We talked with identical twins who are marrying. Wait for it. Another pair of identical twins.
Identical twins.
Okay, so we have Nick Lewin. He met Cassie Bevere at college, and they quickly fell in love.
There they are.
On their first date, they thought, let's bring our siblings, because they found out they're both identical twins. They brought their twins. They also fell in love, and they are getting married this Saturday.
Congratulations to them. But, isn't that a little weird? Anybody else think it's a little weird?
I mean, am I the only one thinking, like, what happens if they get confused, right? I mean, they're all living... No, don't go there. Don't go there. And they're all living together. And I have twin girls.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
feel,
say.
It's like, I don't know whether or not I'm ready for seeing my daughters get married, but then, of course, they're only 5.
So you've got some years.
I've got some time.
So I am a twin, and I have to say that Barbara and I are not identical. We don't look anything alike. We always regretted that. We wanted to play tricks, but my parents were like, you have brown hair and she has blonde hair. We know. But we dreamed of marrying twins as little kids.
Wait a minute. So you and Barbara would get together as little kids and say, do you know any twin boys? Like, let's go out on kid dates?
Yeah. No, but we did talk about the men we were going to marry. Did y'all not talk about that as little boys?
The man I was
women?
marry? No,
the women you were going to marry?
I never talked about the man I was going to marry.
Little girls...
Never had
Little
that
girls
conversation.
dream. Little girls dream about who they're going to marry, right?
So Jenna, what do you think? I mean, when you heard that these twins were going to marry these other twins, did you feel like you guys missed the opportunity?
Yes. In fact, I told them I might need to get remarried. Because I will tell you something.
Did you say that on national television?
Yes, I did.
Oh, great. That's perfect.
Luckily, my husband does not watch. But I will tell you this. There is a special language, and the twin in our audience will know this, about twins. We talk to each other in a way that I don't know other siblings, if other siblings do. Barbara and I are in love with each other. In fact, Henry asked Barbara first
to marry
for my
you?
hand in marriage.
That's amazing.
And so they said that they have this special language. They are going on different honeymoons. I had to ask. They are.
But they are going to live together, right? Aren't they going to live together ultimately in the same apartment?
Yes.
Oh, cut him some slack. I thought it was weird, but it's all good.
I'm just saying, it worries me a little. I have twin girls, and they are identical. And I get confused between Ilya and Ariana.
You get confused between your children?
that's bad,
Keir
isn't it?
Simmons.
Wait.
Am I a bad person?
Wait,
There they are, there they are.
You need to spend a little more time at home. You get confused between your kids?
I do. I'm telling one off and I'm saying, Ariana, you shouldn't do that. And she says, but Amelia. Am I messing them up already?
Yes.
Oh, no.
You are. You cannot compare those girls. Let them be them. But maybe one day they'll marry identical twins and everything.
There you go. And then you'll really get what you asked for, Keir Simmons.
All right, so since we're speaking of dating and blind dates, we said earlier this is the first time we've all done television together. That is true. But Jacob and I met, it's the time of summer camps and all, when we were 16.
1999, guys. We went to a, this is true, we went to a summer program together in England, you'll be happy to know.
Yes.
Right.
And I was an
Good place.
insecure, nerdy dork who didn't really, I'm from California, didn't really know many people from Texas. And I met Jenna. And I was so nervous around her because she was so cool and I was such a loser.
No.
I would always go up to her and say, hey, Idaho? And she'd be like,
He's like, do y'all ride horses to school? That type of attitude. I'm like, I'm from Austin, Texas. It's about to be cooler.
We only do that in England.
yeah,
Ride horses to school.
I was a coastal elite when I was 16 years old and didn't understand how cool people are from Texas. But now, is this not the most amazing thing in the world that however many years after we got together in summer camp, here we are filling in for Megyn Kelly?
It's pretty amazing. And I will say, we wrote out to our friends who said who has pictures, and of course, nobody does because it was 1999.
Deep underground, no digital pictures.
Yes,
then.
there was nothing. And I will say I got my belly button pierced.
I remember this, by the way. Jenna was kind of naughty, to be totally honest with you. And,
that doesn't surprise anybody, but
yeah.
I came home.
Tell the story, yeah.
And my parents were like, and I was like, Mom, everybody, everybody's getting their belly buttons pierced. And my mom was like, I know, but most of the people and she didn't mean this in a mean way, they're emphasizing like their six packs. I came home from like eating fish and chips. And when she said that, I'm like, wait, she's totally right. So it got infected. And my dad cut it out. My dad made somebody
Let's
cut
just
it
say
out.
President Bush was not pleased.
Anyway, we have a lot to look forward to being parents, don't we?
Oh, yes, I guess.
Okay, so speaking...
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, man.
I need some medication.
Well, we're all parents. You have two girls.
Yes.
I have two girls.
I got little boys, 2.5, yep.
So we are in for a treat, but there is a new study that may make it a little better. There is apparently a study that says that kids are less impulsive and more patient now than ever before.
Come on. Come on.
You disagree?
Do
y'all
Based on
disagree?
my 5-year-olds.
They're like, not my child.
My children are the bossiest 5-year-olds I've ever met in my entire life.
Do you know how they figured this out? Do you know how they did?
I mean, I tell them what to do, they do what they like.
So have you guys heard of the Marshmallow Test? Basically, they put marshmallows in a room, and there's a parent that goes outside the room, and the kid that doesn't wait for the parent to come back only gets one marshmallow, and the kid that waits for the parent to come back gets 2 marshmallows. So we were talking before the show, and so basically kids are waiting for the second marshmallow, I guess. Right. My child would break down the door to get 10 marshmallows. And would never wait for me to come back.
My children would argue with the whole premise of the thing. They say, no, just bring the other marshmallow in here. I'm going to have the 2 marshmallows. I mean, they're assertive.
I will say they're kind of manipulative. Mila Hager, age 5, same age.
Right.
Every night I'm like, all right, we're going to read one story, we're going to sing one song. Like that, right? That's clear. Mommy!
I need the second book right now!
That story didn't include something that made me scared. And you know how I like to go to bed a little frightened, and it's like a whole...
So are you a pushover? Do you end up doing the second book? I do the second book every time.
Totally, but I do think Mila is going to turn into Megyn Kelly, like she's going to be there fighting for what she wants, that second book, because it's a little scary.
It's so hard when the kids, I mean, first of all, with technology and screens and all this stuff, the idea that kids are more patient than ever. Who is doing this study and where are these children? Can I adopt one? Yeah,
Totally.
you don't understand it at all either, right?
Okay. All right. This is another very scary thing for all of you teenage parents. Evidently, parents are hiring tutors to teach their kids video games.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They are, this is according to the Wall Street Journal, y'all, so we're not just making it up. It's not arbitrary. They're hiring
No one here has ever
tutors.
been addicted to video games, right? No one's played video games.
Well, there's a game called Fortnite, and I have to say, I had friends for dinner last night who have teenagers, and they said that their kids will play Fortnite all night long if they don't. Is that, so y'all hear that?
Anybody, raise your hand if your kid plays Fortnite. Oh, yeah, we got Fortnite players.
We have a couple Fortnite players.
Yeah.
But anyway, now the reason why these parents are doing it is that the kids can win money in tournaments. And there is a varsity teams and college.
What?
Fortnite teams.
This sounds like a wonderful profession to work towards.
Can I just say, you know, it's not all about bringing your kids up to make as much money as possible. There are other things that are important about bringing your kids up than just making money.
Very true.
I will say-
No tutor for you?
No Fortnite tutor, that's for sure. They put me in all kinds of other tutors and none of it worked.
Me too. I had a lot of math tutors. All right, next up, Jennifer Aniston's revealing interview. The star's take on sexism in Hollywood and the toll of all those tabloid headlines. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.